Hello dear students, in the last presentation we completed the introduction of the digital electronics and I also show some common applications of digital electronics in the modern world. In this presentation we will discuss the detailed syllabus of digital fundamentals and the course outcome of the subject. So let us begin. Here is the outline of the presentation and list of chapters on which we will discuss in this video lecture series. Starting with digital logic. Digital or Boolean logic is the fundamental concept underplaying all modern computer systems. It's the system of rules that allow us to make extremely complicated decisions based on relatively simple yes or no questions. Next point, that is logic gates and Boolean algebra, number systems and codes, and logic families. In the next module, we will study the combinational digital circuits and its design. The digital flip-flops are used to store the information. So, flip-flops are the small digital building block semiconductor memories. Shift registers made up from the group of flip-flops. Counters are used to count repeated events. And DAC and ADC are the converters for digital to analog or analog to digital conversion. The last chapter is based on different types of semiconductor memories like RAM, that is random access memory, or ROM, that is read-only memory, and programmable logic devices. Now let us discuss the syllabus in detail. Let us begin with Module 1, one of the most important and base of digital electronics. Digital electronics start with logic, positive logic and negative logic, and logic gates. Logic gates are the basic building block of any digital system. It is an electronic circuit having one or more than one inputs and only one output. The relation between the input and the output is based on a certain logic. Based on this, logic gates are named as AND gate, OR gate, or NOT gate, etc. Boolean algebra is the branch of algebra in which of the variables are the truth values, true or false, usually denoted as 1 and 0 respectively. The number system is the system of naming or representing numbers. There are various types of number systems in the mathematics like binary, decimal, etc. This lesson covers the entire concept of numerical systems with their types, conversion, and equations. A number system is defined as a system of writing for expressing numbers. It is the mathematical notation for representation of numbers of a given set by using digits or other symbols. It provides a unique representation of every numbers and represents the arithmetic and algebraic structure of the figures. It also allows to operate mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, and division. Here is the sum of the types of number systems. There are various types of number systems in mathematics. The four most common number systems is given as first one, that is decimal number system with base of 10. Second one, that is binary number system with base of 2. Third one, that is octal number system, base 8. And the last one, that is hexadecimal number system with base of 16. A logic family of monolithic digital integrated circuit devices is a group of electronic logic gates constructed using several different designs, usually with compatible logic level and power supply characteristics within a family. In the next one module, we will study about combinational digital circuits and its design. Combinational logic circuits are memory-less digital logic circuits whose output at any instant in time depends only on the combination of its inputs. Its outputs are depend on their present input. The output of combinational logic circuits are only determined by the logic function of the current input state, logic 0 or logic 1, at any given instant in time. So, in combinational logic circuits have no feedback, and any change to the signals being applied to their inputs will immediately have an effect on the output. In other words, it is a combinational logic circuit. The output is depend at all times combination of its inputs. Combinational logic circuits are made from basic logic NAND, NOR or NOT gates that are combined or connected together to produce more complicated switching circuits. Thus, logic gates are the building block of combinational logic circuits. An example of a combinational circuit is a decoder, which converts the binary code data present at its input into a number of different output lines, one at a time producing an equivalent decimal code at its output. So, this is a basic detail of combinational logic circuits. You will get more detail on combinational logic circuit design in the upcoming videos. In electronics, a flip-flop or latch is circuit that has two stable states and can be used to store state information. That is called a bistable multivibrator. The circuit can be made to change a state by signals applied to one or more control inputs and will have one or two outputs. It is the basic storage element in sequential logic. Flip-flops and latches are fundamental building block of digital electronic systems used in computer, communications and many other type of systems. Flip-flops and latches are used as data storage element. A flip-flop is a device which stores a single bit binary digit of data. One of its two states represents 1 and other represent a 0. Such a data storage can be used for storage of state, and such a circuit is described as sequential logic in electronics. In digital circuits, a shift register is a cascade of flip-flops sharing the same clock in which the output of each flip-flop is connected to the data inputs of the next flip-flop in the chain, resulting in a circuit that shifts by one position the bit array stored in it, shifting in the data present at its input and shifting out the last bit in the array at each transition of the clock input. In digital logic, a counter is a device which stores and sometimes displays the number of times a particular event or process has occurred, often in relationship to a clock. The most common type is sequential digit logic circuit, with an input lines called the clock and multiple output lines. The value on the output lines represent a number in the binary or BCD number system. Each pulse applied to the clock input increments or decrements the number in the counter. Now next one module, that is based on ADC and DAC converters. So the question is, what are ADC and DAC? So The answer is the full form of ADC is analog to digital converter, which converts the analog signal into digital signal. And next one, that is DAC, that means digital to analog converters, and it converts the digital signal into analog signal. DAC and ADC are an essential part of our life, and by some or other way we are using in our day-to-day life. Now the next question is, why we use ADC or DAC? So the answer is, most of the naturally occurring signals are analog signals in nature. The analog signals are susceptible to noise and difficult to store and process. And the digital domain, it is easy to store and process the signals. That's why for storage and processing, signal are converted into digital form, and it is an retrieved using DAC converter. The last one module, that is semiconductor memories. So the question is, what is semiconductor memories? Semiconductor memory is a type of semiconductor device which used to store data. There are two types of electronic data storage. First one, that is magnetic storage. It stores data in magnetic form, and that is affected by magnetic fields. It has high storage capacity, and it doesn't use a laser to read-write data. The example of magnetic storage devices are hard drive, flip-flop, magnetic tape, etc. The next one type of data storage is optical storage. It stores data optically, use laser to read and write. It is not affected by magnetic field, and it has less storage than hard drive. The data processing is higher compared to floppy disk. So the example of optical storage devices are CD-ROM, CDR, CDRW and DVD, etc. There is also volatile memory. This type of memory loses its data once power is cut off, while non-volatile memories retains data even without power. The next point is, a programmable logic device is an electronic component used to build reconfigurable digital logic circuits. Unlike integrated circuit, which consists of logic gates and has fixed function, a PLD, that is programmable logic device, has an undefined functions at the time of manufacturing. Because the PLD can be used in a circuit, it must be programmed by using a special functions. For more detail, you can use these reference books for digital fundamentals. You can take a screenshot of this slide. After completion of this course, you can able to solve the given problem using fundamentals of number systems and Boolean algebra. You can easily analyze working of logic families and logic gates and design the simple circuits using various gates for a given problem. You can design and implement combinational and sequential logic circuit and verify its working. You can understand the process of analog to digital conversion and digital to analog conversion. After completion of this course, you can implement your programmable logic devices for a given logical problem. That's it for today's video lecture. In the next video, we will discuss the different types of signals and application of that signal in modern technologies. Thank you.